Sometimes the hardest thing to accept is that not everything is meant to be, at least not right now. You can try your hardest, give your best, fight for it, pour your whole heart into something, and it still won't work out. And it's not because you failed, it's because some things just aren't meant to be forced. When you try to force something, a relationship, a friendship, a job, a plan, you're basically trying to control what's supposed to flow naturally. You're swimming against the current, trying to bend life to your will instead of letting it unfold the way it's supposed to. And the more you push, the more resistance you feel. The more you try to control, the more frustrated you get. And deep down, you can always feel when you're forcing something, there's tension in it. You have to keep overthinking, over-explaining, over-proving. You're constantly anxious about losing it because some part of you already knows it's not aligned, but your heart's too stubborn to let go. We do that a lot. We hold on because we're scared of what will happen if we don't. We think, if I just try harder, it'll work. If I just wait a little longer, they'll change. If I just keep pushing, it'll finally fall into place. But life doesn't work like that. The things that are meant for you don't require you to lose yourself to keep them. Sometimes, when something isn't working, it's not a sign to fight harder. It's a sign to step back, to breathe, to let go a little. Because when you stop forcing, you give life the space to do what it's meant to do. Think about it. The best things that have ever happened to you probably didn't come from forcing. They came naturally. They flowed. They felt right. They didn't make you question your worth or your place. They just fit. That's how alignment feels. It's peaceful, not pressured. And forcing things doesn't just hurt relationships. It hurts you. You end up drained, disappointed, and full of resentment. You start blaming yourself for things that were never in your control. You start believing you're the problem when really you were just trying to hold on to something that wasn't meant to stay. You can't force timing, you can't force chemistry, you can't force people to love you the way you love them, you can't force opportunities that aren't ready yet. Life has its own rhythm, its own timing, its own order, and when you try to rush it, you end up ruining things that could have been right if you just let them unfold naturally. It's like holding a butterfly. If you squeeze too tight, you'll crush it. But if you let it sit gently in your hand, it might stay a while. And even if it flies away, it'll go exactly where it's meant to go. Sometimes letting go isn't about giving up. It's about trusting that if it's truly meant for you, it won't require you to beg, chase, or force it. It'll meet you halfway. It'll flow with you, not against you. And I know, letting go of control is hard, especially when you care, especially when you've invested time, effort, love. It's painful to loosen your grip on something you believed in, but you can't force peace out of chaos. You can't force alignment out of resistance, and you can't force something to fit when it clearly doesn't. The more you chase what's not meant for you, the further you drift from what is. Life has a funny way of closing doors you keep trying to pry open, not to punish you, but to protect you. Sometimes the rejection, the delay, the not yet is just life's way of saying, this isn't your door. There's something better coming, but you have to let go first. And when you finally stop forcing things, something amazing happens. Everything starts to make sense. The stress fades, the energy shifts, and suddenly what's meant for you starts finding its way to you. Easily, naturally, peacefully. The right people, the right opportunities, the right moments, they don't come from chasing. They come from trusting. Trusting yourself, trusting the process, trusting that what's meant for you won't miss you. So if you're in a place where you feel like you're forcing something, pause, take a breath. Ask yourself, am I doing this because it feels right or because I'm scared to let go? Because here's the truth. Peace doesn't come from forcing things to happen. It comes from having faith that the right things will happen in their own time. You don't have to chase. You don't have to prove. You don't have to beg the universe to bless you. All you have to do is be open, patient, and willing to walk away from what's not aligning, so there's room for what's meant to. So stop forcing. Stop trying to make things fit where they don't. Stop trying to hold on to what's slipping away. Trust the flow. Let things fall apart if they need to, because sometimes falling apart is how they fall into place. If it's real, it'll stay. If it's right, it'll align. If it's meant, it'll happen. Not because you forced it, but because you had the strength to let it come naturally.